Hello and welcome to Gusto's Daily Videos. I would like to take today to start going over your review packet in case there are some questions. The first part asks you to try not to use a calculator. I know it will be tempting, but it will be better for you if you try without. It just will make you smarter. The first challenge says, list all the factors of each number. In case you've forgotten what factors are, remember factors fit into a number. We have also used a factor rainbow to find these. So if I start here with 12, I can say 1 times 12 gives me 12. I can also say 2. Does 2 fit into 12? And yes, it does. 2 times 6 is 12. And 3 times 4 gives me 12. So those are my factors of 12. Moving on to 45. 45 is a little bit more challenging. It's a larger number. I'll give myself a little bit more space here. I have 1 and 45. And then I ask, does 2 fit into 45? Well, it would have to be an even number for 2 to fit in. Remember our divisibility rules. Speaking of which, if I talk about 3, does 3 fit into 45? Well, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 3 fits into 9. So that would mean yes, 3 fits into 45. I could do some long division to prove 3 fits into 45. Do this quickly over here. Here we go. There we go with no remainder. So 3 times 15 is 45. 4 does not work. If 2 doesn't work, it's pretty likely 4 will not work. And then 5 times 9 is 45. And there you have it for your factors of 45. Moving on to the next one. Tell whether each number is prime or composite. I did have students asking me what this was all about because they could not remember which was prime or composite. As we talked about, use your resources. Ask Siri, Google, call a friend. I know you're talking to your friends on a daily basis. FaceTime. Wouldn't it be fun to have a FaceTime conversation about prime and composite numbers? You know it would. Okay, so prime numbers. Those are numbers, remember, that only have 2 factors, 1 and itself. I should have some background music for your entertainment there. So that would mean 17 would be a prime number. The only numbers you can multiply to get 17 are 1 in itself. 95, on the other hand, we know ends with a 5, so 5 fits into it. Therefore, 95 would be what we call a composite number. Now, on to the next one that people have been asking about. Tell whether the second number is a multiple of the first. This is all that means. Multiple. Remember, multiples are like skip counting. So if I skip count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, am I ever going to say 71? No, because 71 is an odd number. So that is a big fat no. We will not have 71 be a multiple of 2. And then if I move to 3 and 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, I don't say 10, so that would also be a no. All right, write the prime factorization. Use exponents when possible. Oh, this is a doozy. Okay, so for this one, I have 78, and I need to break it down into 2 factors I can multiply to get 78. Now, you may have to do some thinking along the side here as to what 2 numbers I can multiply to get 78. Some of you may need to just start with 2 times something because that is all you can think of. You may need to do some division on the side to see what else you can get that fits into 78. And if you think about it long enough or do some extra side work, you may realize that 6 times 13 is 78. So this is when you're going to use your factor tree and you're going to break it down into prime numbers. Remember, prime factorization just means you're using prime numbers that are factors of the number you started with. And that's why it asks you to use exponents when possible. So here we go. 13 is a prime number. I'm going to circle it. 6 is not. So I have to break that down again into 2 numbers I multiplied to get 6. And wouldn't you know, 2 is prime and 3 is prime. So my prime factorization in number order for 78 is 2 times 3 times 13. There is no way that I'm going to write that using exponents. And that is it. Let's call it a day. Good day. Remember to stay safe. Keep those hands washed, and I love you all.